When it comes to April 1st or April Fool's Day, I have always thought of it as National Lying Day, which is something I'm not particularly a fan of, that being lying. But with the concept of April 1st falling on a Monday and my associating it with lying, it felt like the right time to pop on the 2009 movie, The Invention of Lying, starring Ricky Gervais. I had never seen it before. I'd only ever watched commercials, or trailers, I mean, that gave me the impression I might find it amusing. I don't exactly have what I would call an abundance of fondness for April the 1st because not only is it due to my displeasure of the idea of lying, but also when WrestleMania fell on April the 1st and Stone Cold aligned himself with Mr. McMahon, I was not a fan. I thought it was a bad decision. And so I have this bitter taste in my mouth, this negativity toward April 1st. And as a spoiler for what is coming after that open rolls, my displeasure continues because I rate The Invention of Lying a 0 out of 5 stars. So that's a little heads up as to what to expect when I talk about, when I break down, when I go over my feelings on The Invention of Lying from 2009, starring Ricky Gervais. Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. If you could, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, enjoy. My biggest struggle when it comes to doing this review is the lie, which I guess is mildly ironic slash entertaining, of this movie being in the section of comedy. Because that lie, the lie that The Invention of Lying is a comedy, is the second worst thing about this movie. Because if The Invention of Lying had an amount of humor, I don't even know what amount it would take, but even a small amount of humor, I possibly could forgive the audacity that Ricky Gervais and his co-writer, whose name escapes me at the moment, have within the context of the film. But because, and I even notated that I thought they intentionally tried to not be funny, because I know from watching Louis C.K. tell jokes, he knows how to be funny. I have seen plenty of things where Tina Fey is amusing, whether it's a date night or other things. I guarantee I've seen Tina Fey be funny. There's a man that I feel like, up until watching this, hadn't had a non-funny movie in Jason Bateman. But Ricky Gervais, and again, there was a period of time, probably 15 to 20 minutes, when I thought, okay, they're trying not to be funny on purpose. Tina Fey not being funny on purpose. Ricky Gervais not being funny on purpose. And the reason I thought this was potentially within this the context of the world where they were incapable, or nobody's ever thought to not tell the truth. But see, that's even part of the problem. Part of the problem is they set up this premise where people can't not tell the truth, but in reality, all they actually do is be rude, be impolite, say the most foul thing that comes to mind as if that's the truth and not just being impolite, unkind, and without thought and care, when that's what it really is. Because you can say, I think even the poster or one of the advertisements is, "Yes, you look fat in that dress. How about this as an alternate, still true story? That isn't for you. How about this as another way?" But see, so not just is not for you, maybe try something else. But no, the film intentionally early on goes out of its way to be rude under the guise of it being the truth. But it's not just the truth, it is a farce that the film plays into as to establish, oh, this is the known world, right? So, oh, and even films, because the movie acknowledges that we're watching a movie as if that's some sort of help. I don't think it is. I think it just further muddies the waters. But so the film acknowledges that it's a film because Ricky Gervais's character works at a film studio that makes bad movies where just a person is reading the script and telling you the history as if you can't tell truths inside the context of a story. See, that's part of your problem, Ricky Gervais and co-writer whose name escapes me, is truths can be told within the context of a story, but they pretend, they make believe as if the only way to tell the truth is to be mean. Like, I get it. Everybody knows how to be mean, to say the worst possible thing, the most impolite thing. Everybody knows it. Children know that. They have to be taught to understand. But see, that's the thing. Within this film, within this piece of trash. See, it doesn't even get 1 star, because when I give things 1 out of 5, it to me means you failed at a mission you tried to accomplish. The reason I give this 0 out of 5 stars is because I do not believe that Ricky Gervais, co-writer, people who made the movie, even tried to succeed. I do believe that the only purpose of the invention of lying, and yeah, I have 4 pages of notes, but I'm not going to read them because it all boils down to this. The lie of the movie is it was supposedly a comedy, when in reality, it is 100% and nothing else a testament to Ricky Gervais and his ilk's religion. That's all this is. It is a testament to leftism and atheism, because there's not one person on the planet more devout, more evangelical about their belief system than the atheist, and moreover, the elite atheist. And that is clear and present throughout this movie when Ricky Gervais is insulting to both the human race and all other people within this film, minus one character played by Jennifer Garner, who he is honest with, but his honesty towards her is what really highlights his audacity, his certainty, and again, so there's no religion other than atheism that is so certain about its tenets. I know so many people who say, I hope, I pray, I believe, I, work toward. But no, not the atheists. They know. They know everything clearly and without question. They know. Because it's the ego of the knowing that makes them the superior. It's that concept, his certainty, and moreover than his personal certainty. It's Ricky Gervais's insulting nature when he outs himself as a liar or a non-truth teller to Jennifer Garner's character when he informs her that there is no man in the sky, there is no afterlife, there is nothing but darkness and being fed to worms or whatever the case may be. I I don't understand how that a movie can be so absolutely ridiculous and inept at the simplest task of trying to be funny. The only time that it even thinks about trying to be funny is when it does the first lie, if you will, that being Ricky Gervais telling a bank teller that he needs $800. Her saying that he only has $300. It must be a bank error or a computer error from the bank. It was somewhat mildly amusing, but not even funny. I guess that's part of the problem. Because had the movie attempted to do things that were funny, maybe the certainty, and furthermore the insulting nature of his certainty, of his blatant going out of his way to be mean to people who strive to see, and I guess that's part of the thing too, is Gervais's world that he makes is so callous and without care, but and his introduction of a man in the sky, as he puts it, doesn't improve anything. It just makes he and others, not even he, because Gervais doesn't change anything. It makes others scared, but never improved. And I think that is the way for him to accentuate his message, which is the way of atheism is truthful, but dark, maybe? I don't know. It's frustrating. It's irritating. I'll never watch this movie again. I actually am upset with myself for purchasing it. But that's the thing, is when you value physical media, when you value the concept of having the tangible product, you can be bitten. But I wish that I'd have known where this was streaming anywhere, thus giving me the ability to not spend money on it blatantly, and also so as to remove it from said collection with minimal effort. But if you've ever seen The Invention of Lying, leave a comment of what you think. If you disagree, I'm interested in your opinion, but given what the Rotten Tomatoes score is, both from critics and audiences, it's pretty clear that I'm not in the minority of people who dislike it, because the majority on both sides, whether it be critics or audiences, say that this thing is not worth watching. Thank you for watching. Hopefully next week the movie can be top notch, because this thing was absolute trash. Come back tomorrow for trivia. Come back Wednesday for the Alpha Entertainment Worldwide Reload. And on Thursday, we get more trivia. Tune in Friday for another long form video. Enjoy.